Christian, but obviously follow the Christian lifestyle. I'm slowly getting used to different things you do in Catholic school, and I'm enjoying myself extremely. So since this school is Catholic, I'm obviously required to have the class religion. Before, when I was in public school, I was so nervous to go into like a different high school and everything, but this course that I take, it's expanded my faith extremely. I've learned so much more than I ever did. It's amazing. So some of the things we do in this class are we watch different movies, read scripture, and do projects and such. And recently we watched the movie Mother Teresa. Some of you may know of her, most of you should, but she is practically a saint who opened 100 different clinics around the world. She takes in the sick, the dying, and abandoned children who are left by their parents. She takes care of all these people until they're healthy again or have a home or anything they can stable themselves with. She's extremely famous for the work she's done around the world and is a true gift from God. There is a documentary on her and the clinic she's opened, and I just said that. However, I wanted to do a project like this because my teacher said, you have to do a poster, and I didn't want to just do a poster because I took this so differently. It really impacted me. It showed how blessed I am to have everything. So I asked Mr. Fisk if I could do something at church, and he said sure, and I was ecstatic because everybody was just going to do a project like a poster, and I was going to have something so much better. So I'm going to show you 2 clips, and I'm hoping you are going to take it the way that I did, rather than just a clip about Mother Teresa. And thanks for watching it and listening to me and just interacting with me on how you think my presentation went. Thank you.
Thanks.
Mother Teresa and her sisters come and they open a clinic, and they take these people in and they take care of them, feed them. It's a little gruesome, so just get used to it, but it's not that bad once you watch it. They feed them, and then they have children who have disabilities or are abandoned by their father or mother because they can't take care of them, and they have an orphanage they open, and they get people from around the world to come and take them in, and it's a really great clip if you look at it. Thank you.
Thanks, Seraphina, and just keep in mind as we watch this.
The dead man, and today he is eating some ice cream and rice. What did you
Do you think there's anything you can do to help these kinds of people suffering so close to us?
Yeah. I grew up in an HCD training and stuff like that, and I've seen that kind of thing all the time with people, like, we come off the highways and people wonder what a sign or just like buying an abandoned building and stuff like that, and like, I pay like no mind at all. I just keep, and as a kid, I often like laugh like that, and just like, and now that I'm older and when I go to church, I realized that, you know, maybe then I couldn't do much, but now I can like at least like to talk to the right people. Just get like a talk or talk to them whoever it was, and most people, and then talk to their family or I can, you know, devour or just something, you know, just to actually show some interest in that person, maybe what they've been through or what's going on in their life, and talking to them could possibly save their life, who knows.
That question alone has me thinking about another question. I mean, I feel like a lot of us here know, like, are somewhat aware of that being in this country, and they know we can do something, but I know for me personally, sometimes I'm not sure what to do. You know what I mean? Like, if I see a homeless person, yeah, you know, I give them some money, things like that, but is that really helpful? You know what I mean? Like, what's stopping us from, you know, doing something more radical? You know what I mean? I know for me, I get caught up in, you know, my daily life, you know, just work, school, you know, going to visit my grandma, you know, and just throughout the daily basis, I'm not thinking about, hey man, I seen that homeless dude, you know what I mean, right before I crossed the Ben Franklin Bridge, but I'm not going to take him something, you know what I mean? It's just something that never crosses my mind. You know, I don't know, sometimes I feel like we got these roadblocks in our head, and you know, he talks about how, you know, our eyes are open, you know what I mean, some of us don't even see it, you know what I mean, like what blocks, you know, our vision when we see that, you know what I mean?
Whatsoever, you can see their bridge, you can see everything, and then you come here and they say, This is the deepest of the poor. I just never would have thought of that at all. It's kind of it's opening my eyes. Like I never imagined at the Bronx could be that bad. Never.
I think she meant spiritually. Do you?
Yeah, I thought it may have referred to different spiritual ailments, and like mental illness, for instance, and drug addiction and things like that with the people that you saw. So, for instance, in some of these third world countries, people couldn't ever get their hands on heroin or cocaine or some of these serious methamphetamines that here in America they're everywhere, every corner you go to in any major city, right? So, in fact, I just ran into someone tonight who, came out to the church and, they may have very well been high, and seriously ill, can't think straight. So you see that in this country. You might not see those things in the third world countries prominently, but you see other things.
To me, that's why it's so scary to go up to homeless people, because it's not scary, it's just that you can't give them money because you don't know what they're going to do with that. They could use it on cigarettes, drugs, alcohol. And when you can't offer them a meal, it's difficult to try to give them something because you never know what they're going to do with what you give them.
I think part of the problem in this country too is, and maybe this might be a small reason why she said that, is because the people that are so broken and so poor in this country see the wealth. When you're in Calcutta and these not dark necessarily, but places that aren't in America where you don't see the immense amount of wealth flowing through the country, the poor people here do see it, and I think they wonder why nothing's being done, why people are living so lavishly and yet aren't extending a helping hand. And I think that might be, in some sense, a little harder even for some people in this country, the poor people in this country, because they have to see what lavishness and a lavish lifestyle looks like. Oh, can I say one thing? Real quick, I just want to commend you because I wish when I was in 9th grade I had a heart like you that was wanted to extend a helping hand or do something for the broken people. And I think it's a challenge to you guys, even someone that's younger than you or the same age as you. You can see the passion in Serafina, and you can see she means business about the things that God cares about, and our hearts need to break for what breaks God's heart, and that's people, and it's broken people, and it's the lowest of the low people, and we need to do something about it. And I just wanted to commend you for your efforts and even just coming out and talking.
I just want to say it's kind of hard to do something about all of this because you're so young. I want to go on one of the trips to Haiti and everything. I'm just not old enough yet. And I want to do something about this, but you can't. I mean, you're such a small person. It's such a big kind of thing, and it's hard to do something about it. That's why I'm up here kind of trying to spread it so it's what's going on. It's really kind of difficult to figure out what you can really do about it. That's why we're so lucky to have Mother Teresa help out all these people. Wow, she's so good.
I think, sorry I keep talking, but Mother Teresa started just by helping one person at a time. She didn't start with tons of financial backing from people donating and helping her. She started by one person at a time, and you can do the same thing. Maybe you'll never get to the scale she got to, but at least you're doing something. One life is worth it.
Yeah, I agree with you, John. I think part of it for all of us is, and that's why I asked the question about people being made in the image of God, and the way that Mother Teresa would talk about that is changing the way that we think about people, period. Every day, whether we interact with 2 people in a given day or 20 people, whether or not they're in poverty or whether or not they're just normal, people who are like you and whatever household income you have in your home, just loving them like Jesus would love them, just being Jesus for that moment, for that person, and just treating them with kindness and respect and love. Because so often, right, in our busy culture, we just don't have time for people. Sometimes your friends that you really love call, sometimes your parents ask to talk with you, and we're just like, I don't even have time for this right now. I want to check my iPhone or check my Twitter account. And just instead of falling into that trap, just treating every person you interact with and trying to treat them like they're made in the image of God and they're important in that moment and showing that love to them.
I just wanted to add, how Mother Teresa worked with like these clinics and such, she didn't take anything that she didn't need. She would never have, there was one house, I don't know where it was specifically, but it was really nice. It was really big, had carpet, hot water, nice beds, and she made them take everything back. She never wanted hot water, no carpets, anything she didn't need, she didn't want. Plus, she didn't ask people for anything. Somebody came up to her, I didn't show you the video, but they said, I'm gonna go back to where I live, get you medicine, and I'm gonna come back and give it to you. She said, no, I'm not gonna take it, because I know you're gonna do it. I don't want to ask for anything. It has to be given from your heart, and I don't want too much, because it's just not what I want. And she would never have anything over what she actually needed.
That's amazing. Does anyone else